Okay, go ahead and counter.
All right, we're gonna count down from 5. We're gonna start on go.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome everyone to David A. Richardson Memorial. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Devon, and with my host, Shane Varner. How you doing today, Shane?
What's up, guys? Glad to be here, Devon.
Hey, we're here to take on to broadcast this matchup, this preseason matchup that is between the Carolina Skyhawks, who are at home wearing the red with blue trim jersey, taking on the Vancouver Legion that is, who are sporting all white. Shane, what are your outtake on this game?
Pretty balanced game. I think the Skyhawks going to have a very, very effective run game. I'm not sure about what the Legion's going to do. Maybe a pass-heavy offense.
We'll have to wait and see about that. And you're right, Carolina running game. No more Johnny English. He's retired from the SFL. Maybe he's in real estate.
Tails it is.
All right, Shane, the Legion has won the toss, and they're pretty much going to kick it off to Carolina.
I'll have to see what this Carolina offense has got in store. Like you said before, John English is not here. The run game is set. See what takes place.
All right. Kicker has the ball on the tee. Let's get ready to boot it. Here we go, folks. The cameras are on. Action is rolling. There's a return there by Mark Strike of the Carolina Skyhawks. Gets out to the 31-32 yard line, that is. Carolina has the ball first.
That's right. This is his second season, I believe. And, he was very elusive last year and looked to be elusive on that return there.
Yeah, he had a spin move there and got upfield and got past the 30-yard line. That's always a plus any offense. And here we have quarterback Mark Beddix underneath the center. He's like he's changing the play. First play of the game, he's doing the audible. How often have you seen that? It's a three-step drop handoff. Looks like a draw, but he's blown up in the backfield by Marquez Reed. What do you think about that hit, Shane?
That's one way to stop the crowd from getting into it.
Man, Marquez Reed pretty much came in untouched on that draw play there. Pretty much just to handle the running back. and just blew that play up. And a 5-step drop by Bedex. Out route to the receiver, Jalen Miller. Caught. Looks like he picked up maybe what you call about 6 yards in that play.
Yeah, about that. I mean, Mark Biddix did a great job getting over that that cornerback there and just putting it in a perfect spot.
I totally agree with you, Shane, that he put that ball there right on the target over that defender. That's pretty much called great accuracy, wouldn't you say? That is underneath the center in a 5-wide spread. Going deep, folks. Tip, batted around. Great defensive play there. Number 20, Josh Banner, comes away with a deflection. Looks like Carolina will have to punt the ball for first 3 and out of the game for the Skyhawks. What do you think about that defense there for Vancouver coming out strong here on the first possession?
Yeah, the defense came out strong. I mean, they didn't allow any yards really.
Yeah, I think it all started with Marquez Reed on that blowing up the draw play there. He pretty much took care of business. There's the punt there by the Skyhawks. Looks like the return man didn't get a chance to get anywhere. As soon as he caught it, he was taken down.
Tell you what, man, they're vicious.
I see.
And that offense can do.
Yes, sir. Here comes Tom Peppers of Vancouver. He comes out and he runs into an audible the first play of the game. Wow, I think this has to be a first. I've never seen that before, but here's a 5-step drop by Peppers. Tip ball, batted around.
Oh, man. That couldn't have been an easy pick 6 right there.
Yeah, talk about luck there as well for the quarterback of not coming away with an INT there, as that ball was batted and hit 2 hands of the Carolina defenders.
Trusting their coaching staff. Both teams fell miserably on their first play trying to call the play there.
Yeah, they switched to an audible. Peppers again with another 5-step drop. Goes a strike across the middle of the field, intended for his receiver. There it is. Was that Stevens on the target? I think
88.
Was that 88? Okay, it must be a generic player. I don't. Yeah. All right, Vancouver comes out in a 4-wide set, 3 to the bottom, 1 receiver to the lonesome at the top. Like Stevens, that is. There's another 5-step drop, out route, and it is caught. First down for the Vancouver Legion. For some reason, I want to say Vancouver Grizzlies. Jeremy Vega on the reception for the first down there for Vancouver. Nice reception, nice out route there, Shan. But most of all, he was able to turn up the field and make progress for the first down mark.
That's exactly what they needed. They needed that ball to be caught. They've been susceptible to some drop passes here in the first.
I totally agree with you. It's always great to get a first down on your first possession coming out to move the ball up the field. It's a toss play to the halfback. Jonathan Sanchez there on the toss play. Don't think he picked up a yard. Looked like he lost 4 there, Shane.
Yeah, those toss plays, man, they're just they're a disaster at times, and sometimes if you get the right block in there, they could be, very dangerous for the defense.
You're right, man. They can hurt you at times. Here's another audible here by Peppers. I think I've seen Mexico last season run a toss out of the shotgun, and the dude took off. There he's going deep. That's Pepper, that is, but it's, I was about to say taken away from the offense by the safety. Looks like 21, Pierre Loyandola. Sorry if I mispronounced his name. Please charge it to my heart. Sorry, to my reading and not my heart. Sorry about that, Pierre. There's a shot there at Stevens, the #1 receiver for this Vancouver offense. Looks like Vancouver is pretty much coming out in a spread offense with a single back running back. I think I see him in a 2-back formation, maybe once. There's another step. Peppers is testing the secondary here. He's going deep again. Attended for Vega once again, but his pass is overthrown.
Yeah, I think they just need to calm down a little bit. I know it's the new game, start of the preseason, but you know, that offense needs to calm down a little bit, and this is where these receivers can catch them, man.
Yeah, Shane, I totally agree with you, man. You know, this is season 10 of the SFL, preseason that is. But we're just a few weeks ago, I think we're 1 week away. Playbooks goes in this coming Sunday. Teams are all, you know, assigned and set. Schedule has been released, man. And everyone is excited for this season 10. You know, Vancouver got to the conference championship last year. And I believe Tom Peppers wants to come out and have a better season than what he did. What you think about it?
Absolutely. You know, both of these teams are great teams. They're coming in with different kind of setup this year. You know, let's see what Carolina can do here on this drive.
Yeah, Carolina comes out in a 4 wide receiver set with a single back to the left. Let's see what they do here. There's a 7-step drop going across the middle of the field. That play was almost picked off. What you say, Shane?
Oh, man. I mean, he almost lost the cornerback there, but the cornerback was able to make a good play, come up, and just pat that ball away.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It looks like the receiver was going to have inside position, but the corner said, no, sir, I'm able to play on the ball as well. And he came up, and dude pretty much played that play pretty well. So. Great defensive play by Major Key. That was number 21. Here's a handoff here to the running back, A.J. Francis. Rumbling, stumbling as he picks up the first down for the Carolina Skyhawks. That's their first down of the game, that is. I want to say that was a nice play. Shane, was that a toss?
It was a toss, man. It tossed to the outside. Great blocking by the receivers. And he was able to get to the outside to get that first down.
And like you stated earlier, man, sometimes the toss works for you, sometimes you don't. But it's all about the blocking that you get. It seems great thing from Martin. There's another handoff. Francis there. Picks up 4 yards on the carry. Great running here by Francis.
Too. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's some of the stuff that was not happening in the championship game last year, as I was a part of. But that north-south running, you know, that Ryan Moats mentioned, that's what you have to do to get positive yards in this game.
Hey, and if anyone knows about north and south running, it should be Ryan Moats, who is a veteran NFL running back. There's another pass play across the middle. It is complete. Looks like another first down for Carolina. Carolina is moving this ball. There's 2 first downs on this drive. Shane, there was 3.
I believe that was just a toss.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, just a toss right over. It was just a toss right behind the linebackers. A beautiful play. The receivers went down the field and allowed the linebackers to come up to make the play, and it was just a great toss behind them.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. That was a great play. A great call by Carolina. 3 receivers to the top, 1 at the bottom of the lonesome. Here's an out route to the receiver, number 12, Jalen Miller there for Carolina. Picks up 6 yards on the play. Anytime you can pick up 4 to more yards on first down is always a key for your offense. You always want to stay ahead of the count, should we say, right?
Absolutely. I mean, as long as you're getting those yards to first down, you know, you're able to.
Another handoff to Francis there, up the middle, as you stated, up the middle, get north and south there. Francis with his 2nd first down of the game. Francis looks like he's going to be pretty effective this season running the ball. Has not showed any sign of negativity in his running game, but he has been pretty positive. That is, Shane, on carrying the ball so far.
Yeah, they're just great time and clock management here.
There's another handoff by Francis. Oh, he almost ran the guy over there. Great tackle by the Vancouver defense. And that would be 35. Let's see if we get this name right. Jaquarius Duntamarax? We was given the name earlier.
Ask, close enough. Close enough.
A great tackle there by the young fellow. Vancouver is moving the ball on this possession here. There's a swing pass to Francis. Drops his head, but he's taken down by the Vancouver defender.
This Carolina offense is playing really smart. I mean, they're dinking and dunking these passes. They're running the ball up the middle efficiently, and they're just moving the sticks, man, and that's what you got to do in this game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Take what the defense is giving you, and the tackle was made there by Mahmoud Ajalani, the newcomer to Vancouver, who came over from Atlanta, the ATL last season. He had a great season with Atlanta. Had some very big plays for the Atlanta Swarm last season.
Great job. He's kind of waiting, kind of patiently. His line is doing a great job on their blocking, and he's being a very patient, which is very new. Rookie coming into this game, and those are moves that veterans do. So, great job by that young man.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Very patient running for Francis. As we see him there, try to pick his hole, but he's hit in the backfield. A big linebacker there taking down Francis, still on the ground. He's not getting up. None of his teammates are helping the guy up. What's going on there?
They think, hey, this is not about you, young man.
Come on, you got to help your teammate up, man. Vancouver is taking a goal at the 9-yard line. That is another handoff to Francis, and he's stopped in the backfield by number 35 once again. Jaquanerus. I know I am butchering this guy's name. It's going to be all day. How about we call him JD? How about we go there? Excuse me. That sounds like a plan with it. JD on the tackle, folks. Great stop there in the backfield. 3rd and goal at the 10-yard line for the Carolina Skyhawks. Will they get the touchdown here, or will they have to set up for 3? There's a 3-step drop there. And then back of the end zone is tipped and batted away by Ajalani. Great breakup there by Vancouver's new addition to the squad. Free safety. Also, defensive captain Mahmoud Ajalani.
Carolina would just walk away here with hopefully 3 points, because it's never guaranteed in this league with those 3 points. But to drive all that way, burning that clock, just to come out with 3 points possibly is a huge blow for Carolina.
Yeah, but it's also a great positive for Vancouver for not allowing Carolina to get into the end zone as long as their defense has been on the field. They were going quite on the field, as you stated, quite a bit of time due to that Carolina drive. Vancouver comes away with only giving up 3 points on that drive to the Carolina Skyhawks. Folks, this is preseason game here in the opening of season 10 of this SFL. Tell us what you think about the new upcoming season. Shane, what are your predictions? Who's making the playoffs? Who's going to the championship?
Oh, I think it's a little early to tell right now, but everybody's coming in with a clean slate. It's anybody's game from week to week, and I think it comes down to the coaching.
You're absolutely right. It most definitely comes down to coaching. There's a return there for Vancouver out to the 25-yard line. Boyer D there on the return for the Vancouver Legion. As I stated earlier, I keep wanting to pronounce them as the Vancouver Grizzlies, and they're not the Grizzlies of the NBA. Tom Peppers here underneath the center, calling the play. Looks like he was not audible. Single back to the right. There's a 7-step drop. Man, that was deep. And he has a lot of time, but he's blown up in the backfield. Taken down there by the defense of the Carolina Skyhawks as they get their first sack of the game. Was that Chris Colin on the play there? No. I thought it was Colin on the sack. Great defensive pressure that was brought by the Carolina Skyhawks. Now the Legion are 2nd and 17 here at the 21-yard line. 5-step drop this time by Peppers. Rolls across the middle. Pass is caught by Brett Killian. Number 12 there. Picks up 7 yards there on the play. Looks like it's 3rd and 5 now for Vancouver. What do you think they should do here, Shane?
I think that was a great play just then. Carolina's defense was in the 3-4. I think he made a right decision there, but this right here, I think they should put the ball on the ground, in my honest opinion.
And that's what they do, but it's blown up in the backfield once again by this Carolina defensive line. And they are bringing the noise. Looks like outside linebacker Jay Bolts. And he just sniffed this thing out. In the 75, that was his assignment. That was his block, but he missed it. The offensive player, lineman there, did not pick up his assignment. He blew that one. And his running back paid for it. Now the Legion has to settle for another punt here on their second possession. And there it is. Punt's in the air. That's a spin move. That's a spin move, but he got hit as soon as he caught it. Mark Strike tried to spin and fake out the special teams of Vancouver, but was unsuccessful. Yes, Shane, going back to what you stated earlier, that new start to the season, new build has been put into place, and everybody has a clean slate. You know, dominating teams, I don't think will be dominant anymore here in the SFL. You're going to have to pick your poison. There's a swing pass out to Francis. Francis has been pretty active here. I want to say he's maybe 70, 85, 80% of the offense.
I mean, just a great second attempt, you know, to get those extra yards, just pushing forward. You know, he's a big old guy, you know, and just pushing forward for those extra yards. You know, maybe his teammate will help him up now.
Maybe so. They didn't want to help the rookie up on the last possession. Two wide receivers to the top of your field. It's like a one-step drop. Pass is caught there. I can't see the receiver. Is it Tristan Theisius? We call him TD. They're on the reception. This is his first catch of the day for 4 yards. Great play there by Bedex. Once again, the tight coverage, but he's able to be accurate on the throw, Shane. Looks like an audible coming here from Bedex, the veteran QB of the Carolina Skyhawks. Hand off to his running back. He gets skinny there, makes the man miss, and picks up the first down. Did you see that, Shane? He went through there, twisted the upper portion of his body, got skinny, and most of all, held possession of the rock while he went through all of that traffic. Check it out here. Look at there. Get skinny, put his head down, picks up 2 more yards there for the first down.
You know, with just 8 attempts and 46 yards, it's a wonder he doesn't have more.
Yeah, looking at it, he's right at 5.7 yards a carry. This AJ Francis we're speaking of. Tight formation here for the Carolina Skyhawks. 5-step drop, pump fake there by Bedex, but he's tackled and brought down in the backfield. Can't see who was the tackler. It wasn't 69. I mean, he was there, but it was the other guy. We couldn't see who he was. Great defensive pressure there by the Vancouver Legion.
Bedex has to get that ball out quicker. You know, he's doing a great job by getting it to Francis, but you know, he just needs to do a better job.
Progressions there. Now they're second and long, Shane, but they're coming out in a tight formation with 1 receiver to the top. 2 linebackers said looks like they're in the far formation that is. Oh, what a broken tackle that is by Francis. And he scrambles up the field. 1st and 10 at the Vancouver 21 yard line. That is. Check out this broken tackle. I mean, this was an arm tackle, and he just broke through that thing, Shane.
A great run, getting to the outside. I believe that was another toss play here, and it seems to be working for Carolina. Yeah,
Carolina is coming to greatness here with these toss plays, and that was Mahmoud Ajelani coming from the free safety spot all the way from the other side of the field to track down AJ Francis. Francis is now at 70 yards, averaging 7.7 a carry. Empty formation here for Carolina, Shane. 2 receivers to the top, 1 at the bottom here. 3 wide spread set. Oh, what a nice dodge there by Bedex, and he throws it away. Great and smart play there to stay alive and not force anything on that play, as we saw Dak Prescott do this past Sunday, when he was pressured, he just threw a lame duck to Ezekiel Elliott, and that was a pick six.
It's hard to believe that Mark Biddix only has 5 passing attempts for 30 yards.
Well, if you have a great run game and a great back, as A.J. Francis has shown to be here in the first half, and here's a draw play here to him again. He picks up another 5 yards there on the carry. This young man here is showing signs of greatness early here in this preseason game.
9 is not 24? Because I'm confused right now.
What's that?
Are you sure that's 29 or 24? Look like John English is out there.
That was a good one. Here's a two-step drop there by the QB, Bettix, and a strike over the middle, first down. Pass is caught by Mark Strike. First and 10 for the Carolina Skyhawks here as they're in the red zone and knocking on the door of the end zone. If they're at the Vancouver Legion 9-yard line, can the Vancouver Legion, Shane, stop the Carolina Skyhawks from knocking on the door once again?
Well, they've got down to this point again earlier, and that Vancouver defense did a great job by keeping them only for 3 points.
There's an audible there. Handoff to the big back. Picks up 3 more yards there on the carry.
And with the stop, but Hudson had a little bit of assistance on that.
Yeah, he sure did. Smart call there by Bettix to go for the Omaha. And audible the play comes out in another. They're in a pro set style type formation here now. It's Carolina. There's another toss. Oh, he ran this guy. Shines of Ray Bentley, the murderer, and A.J. Francis is in the end zone, folks.
He will not be denied this time.
Shane, did you see the way the guy drops the Rydell, which is his helmet and shoulder pads, is what my coach used to say back in the day. Drop your Rydell and get moving. And his legs never stop, Shane. Legs never stop.
I don't think his eyes ever left the end zone.
I totally agree with you. He was target for that goal line, and he puts his team up over here, up on top. 9-0 here, Carolina over Vancouver. As Will waits for the extra point. There's the snap. Kick is up. It is good. As we get notice from the stripes. Shane, what you see so far here with the Carolina Skyhawks? You was once upon a time a defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator for Carolina, who is now, and also you shared those positions with the now owner for Vancouver and with Andy Hamilton.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Andy, he's a great coach. Defense is really his thing, so you know, he's going to get in there. He's got to tighten up this defense and keep this Carolina Skyhawk team at bay a little bit.
Yes, and one thing we can say about Andy is that during the middle of the season last year, Andy turned his team around completely after starting 0-4 and came out and won, you know, what, 6 games in a row, was it? I mean, guy had a phenomenal run the second half of the season to get his team into the playoff and went deep into the playoff to the conference championship. There's a 7-step drop by Peppers. Out to the sideline, caught in reception.
I think this is a great Vancouver Legion. I think they need to keep what they do best on the field and not worry so much about, you know, trying to run the ball or throw the ball down the field, trying to open things up for the run game. I think they just need to stick together, stick tight, out routes, and just move the chains.
Yeah, that was Stevens, that is, on the reception there. Tom Peppers calling for the Omaha audible. I see what the read is. Single back formation. Ace, that is. Another out route. Makes a man miss on the tackle there. Picks up another yard. 3rd and 1 there. Great catch and run by the tight end. Tristan Carr, that is, on his first reception for 5 yards.
Like I said, you know, it's not much, but it's the little things that, you know, can keep you into this game and keep you moving the
Yeah,
moving the ball down the field, Damon.
I totally agree with you. Looks like they're in a single back right formation, that is. Sidearm throw across the middle there from Peppers. Looks like he went back to the big tight end again. That is Carr on the reception. His second of the night, picking up the first down for the Legion, that is. As now that we can see the Legion moving the ball up the field. They're not going to let Carolina score all the points here in this game as they try to make stride towards the middle of the field.
As you see, Carolina's defense is kind of backing up. They've cut them a couple times deep. So let's see.
Sanchez there on the carry. Picks up 2 on the carry there. He's gained tackle by a host of Skyhawks. This Skyhawks defense, man, is looking really, really awesome against the run thus far. They have pretty much held Sanchez to what a negative of 5 yards, that is, on 3 attempts. Not looking good for Sanchez, who had an awesome season last year. Rushing the ball for Vancouver. There's Sanchez there again. He's blowed up, hit back hard by number. Whoa, my friend, I'm sorry. He got racked. Did you see the name that was on the back of that truck?
I didn't. Number 39 is all I saw.
I caught the number. I didn't catch the name. But that guy there came up from, I think he's one of the safety, that is. He blew that play up. 5-step drop here by Peppers. He looks downfield, going deep. He has a receiver. Number 88. First and goal for Vancouver. Cobb, that is, on the play. What a catch by Kyle Cobb. First and 10 inside of the red. This guy was wide open. I don't know what the Carolina secondary was looking at, but those 3 guys playing that left side of the field was not paying attention to Cobb.
I think Cobb, he ran a in and out post route and just got past those cornerbacks and was open for days.
Temperature under center, handoff to Sanchez. He's hitting the backfield. Blew up. Looks like a loss of yard there on the play. Carolina is going no huddle. I'm sorry, Vancouver, that is, going no huddle. There's an audible here by Peppers.
Pass play. Everybody and their mama's up on the line.
I see that. Looks like they're in goal line. Sanchez off to the right side. End zone. Touchdown. Sanchez. Jonathan Sanchez hits the end zone for the first time of the day. Great run there to the right side of the offensive line there. And they pretty much handled that side of the defense. 84 there on the block, the tight end, Carr. And no one touched him until he got to the goal line, Shane.
There missed his assignment. He just got caught up with the blocks. I mean, great blocking by the Vancouver Legion and was able to come away with points here.
Yeah, Vancouver answered right back with a strike downfield to Cobb, Kyle Cobb, that is. And then Sanchez knocks it in on the next 2 plays after being blowed up in the backfield. Kick is up. The extra point is good for Vancouver. I like the way how Vancouver here did not lose confidence within themselves and marched downfield and was able to answer to that touchdown that Carolina had went down and scored on the previous possession.
Absolutely. They just played Vancouver Legion football, and that's what they need to do for the rest of this game.
And pretty much, as you stated earlier, play your game. Play what you do best, and that's what we've seen Vancouver do, out route here, out route there, strike across the middle. And then when you begin to start playing those out routes and playing the middle of the field, they do what they did as hitting Cobb down the field. Nice pass and catch there by Pepper and Cobb to be on the same page there. Great play.
It's a combination, Damon. It's a combination of run, and then pass deep. Not pass deep and then expect to run,
Exactly. That's just straight up great coaching and play calling. Here's Carolina in a tight formation. Another toss play to Francis. Makes a man miss. Breaks a tackle, but he's tackled for a 4-yard loss, that is. Looks like Ajalani. This guy here, man, was awesome for Atlanta last year, as I stated earlier. Now he's showing why Vancouver was after him the entire time during the offseason. They knew what this guy was about. They knew what this guy could do. They told him, hey, come on over here to us. We'll make you a captain. We'll pay you big bucks. Two-step drop here by Betty. Swing pass out to the fullback, that is. Oh, was that Francis? Yes, it was Francis. Sorry about that. Looks like he picks up 1 yard there on the swing. 3rd and 13, 3rd and long, Shane. No one wants to be in this position. What did you say? Go.
I think they need to go over the middle. I think they can get some extra yards there.
Do you think it should be a in route or a post? Drag? Do something. Yeah. High snap. Maddox tried to run up and take it himself, but he smacked around in the backfield. Sacked by his Legion defense.
Get in the middle.
I saw 69 there. We don't have a number on him. I'm sorry, name on him. But great defensive play there by the Legion to come away with a sack on Bettix. Great defense. Now the Legion gets the ball back. Do you think they're going to come downfield and?
It's hard to say because both of these defenses are playing great today.
They're playing.
The game's
phenomenal.
kind of close.
Yeah, they're playing phenomenal. If Vancouver can do exactly what they did last drive, play their ball game and stay consistent with it, they can come down with some type of score here. They're in great position. They're on their own 42-yard line. They're not too far from midfield and not too far from field goal range. They just got to move the ball downfield. Here's a look at Tom Peppers underneath the center. Comes out in a 3-wide receiver set, tight end as well. There's a handoff to Sanchez in the backfield. He's tackled and stopped for a 2-yard loss by 94 and 93, Chris Collin. I tell you one thing, man. I think this defensive line is pretty decent for the Skyhawks. They seem pretty scary.
I was going to elaborate that. Defense here is really getting to the ball quickly.
There's a 7-step drop there and a strike across the middle to Cade Stevens. And he's popped hard as soon as the reception is made by the linebackers there in the area. This Skyhawks defense, man, is booming today. Shane, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
3-2 dime here, maybe look like a pass, but
5-step drop there by Peppers, and he's blown up in the backfield by this defense once again. They only rushed 3, but the offensive line was unable to contain as Larry Baer. Look at this inside rip move, and as Baer just comes in and just handles Peppers, blows the whole play up. The left tackle had no chance. Vancouver was unable, Shane, to make any type of progress on that possession and has to come away here with the punt. Kudos to Carolina's defense there. The defensive line was just awesome on that defense.
It absolutely was. And now we've got to see what this Carolina offense can do. Are they going to stall out like they did last possession, or are they going to come away with some points on this?
Right. You're totally right there. I mean, because they've been excellent as to running the ball, Carolina, that is. But they haven't been very, very sufficient in the passing game. They haven't went deep. We haven't seen that yet. They've been pretty much throwing out routes and swings. Do you think they'll take a shot here?
Going to keep up, and keep doing what they've been doing best and just running the ball.
Yep. Here's a draw play here to Francis, and he's up the middle, picks up 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 for Carolina. Francis averaging 5.7 yards per carry. He has a total of 77 yards, that is. 84 yards, make it, that is, on the night. 14 carries, averaging at 6 yards per run, Shane. 6 yards a carry.
But he's also the leading receiver, too, with 3 catches for 14 yards.
You're absolutely right on that. Guy is everywhere. All-time, all-purpose yards is 98 on the day and 1 touchdown. Here we are, Shane. 2-minute mark here in the SFL on YouTube.
think Carolina just needs to, keep the ball on the ground, get to halftime, and reevaluate this thing.
Reevaluate, yep, I agree with you. There's a 3 wide receiver set, I formation that is. Bettix, here's another toss. Picked up the block on 99 there. And Francis gets the first down. 2 men wrapped around him, and he bulldozed him forward as he picks up the first down. 99, Frank Champion, came into the backfield, but was picked up and manhandled on that block, on that play there. I don't know if you saw it, Shane, but the offensive tight end, man, he picked that block up very, very well. It's another type formation, single wide receiver. Day is going with the workhorse of Francis here, and he's blow up by 55. Marquez Reed, who is a veteran here in the SFL. And one thing Reed know how to do, and that's snip off the run. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not what Carolina needed. A.J. Francis is down, people.
Looking on like not right now. We're just getting into halftime.
Exactly. Maybe he can get in halftime and get some rest and get some type of therapy or so to him. I hope it's not anything serious.
Or something like that, and he can get back into this game, because without him, that's one of their biggest weapons on this offense, and if they lose him, it could be downhill battle. Half.
3 wide receiver set here for Carolina Skyhawks. Pro-style offense they're running. There's another toss play to the generic running back. Picks up 2 yards on the play. 3rd and 8 for the Skyhawks. I would say that the Legion came out with great defense and attention, and they have done just that. Besides the one play that was picked up on the blitz by the tight end there on the champion. So Carolina comes out 3-4 wide receiver set. 1-step drop going across the middle. The ball is tipped and batted away. 91, that is. Vic Bowers Jr.
Was intended for Mark Strike there, and
yeah, kudos to Bowers there, playing the middle of the field, reading the quarterback eyes to see exactly where he was going, and he just pretty much handled that situation. Punt situation here for Carolina coming up. Your heart goes out to Carolina there. That's losing your running back on this possession here. And I hope that all is well with the young fellow. There's the punt there by Carolina. No fair catch call. Guy just went east with it. He didn't cut up field or nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, oh my gosh, they're coming for me, so I'm just gonna duck down and kind of ride this out.
What'd you think, Shane? Should Vancouver play aggressive here and try to get into the end zone or in field goal range, or should they just play the clock?
Run the ball and keep it on the ground and kind of just run this clock out and pick things up back at a halftime.
And they're doing just that. Handoff to Sanchez. No gain. Blew up in the backfield. 55 Richardson.
They know what they're trying to do, and they're going to be all over the ball. They've been all over the ball all night.
And let's be mindful. Vancouver does get the ball to start of the second half. So they're playing pretty smart here. Great coaching by not trying to be aggressive and force anything. Come away with a takeaway, or a turnover, should I say. Here's an out pass here to Carr. Carr picks up 3 yards there on the reception. Out of bounds means that the clock does stop. 15 seconds left on the clock.
Vancouver's doing a great job getting their tight end really involved in this game. I haven't seen a game, in a while where their tight end has got this much involved.
Yeah, that's great when you can always get your tight end involved, because he becomes a mismatch at times going up against those safeties, and he can get body on those guys and boot them out the way. There's a strike downfield, and this guy got lit. OMG. Jeremy Vega went up in the air, put his body on the line for the team to try to come away with the first down, but the secondary of Carolina wouldn't have it. And they came away and blew this guy up.
Yeah, and I think, you give Carolina another shot, maybe for a deep pass. ball, but you know, kudos to both Vancouver and Skyhawks for a great defensive game.
Yeah, this has been nothing but straight defense here. We've seen some strikes downfield and some great running by Francis of Carolina, but most of all, there's a spin move there, and Strike comes away with a blow from 85 as he stood over, talking smack.
Tonight, I mean, you could go for a Hail Mary here, but
I wouldn't try it.
I wouldn't try it.
I wouldn't try it, and they're going.
They're going to try it.
I mean, this can put a negative on your passing stat. Hey, this is the preseason. It doesn't count. Oh, he gets away. He's going. Oh, he fumbles. Carolina recovers. Oh, and there's the news on AJ Francis. Strained wrist, out for 1 week. Put a brace on it and get out there, young man. Come on, man. I played with a sprained wrist. I played with a pinched nerve in my ribs. How about you, Shane? You play with any injuries?
Oh yeah, broken fingers, broken ribs.
There you go.
It works.
There you go. I played with tendonitis in the knees and everything, man. Come on, these young kids today. Here we are, folks, at halftime, and here's your halftime stats.
No, it's good. It's fine.
All right, folks, we're back here. Start of the second half as we get ready for Carolina to kick the ball off back to the Vancouver Legion as they get the opening possession here in the second half. Turn there out to the 26-yard line, that is. They gave him an extra yard there on the return. Shane, what are your takes for the second half?
No, I think that they were pretty evenly matched in the first half, and you know, one of these teams are going to have to come out and kind of, you know, exploit their offense or their defense and get the ball moving a little bit here.
Totally agree with you, Shane. Here we have Vancouver coming out at the 26-yard line, single back set. There's another out route there, but it's deflected away by the defense of the Skyhawks. 93, Chris Collin, that is, coming away on the pass deflection.
Yeah, I mean, just like before in the first half, this Carolina defense is just swarming to the ball. I mean, they're just everywhere the ball is at, they're right there to make the tackle or bat the ball down. And, you know, this defense is playing really great tonight.
Totally agree with you. They have been playing outstanding. Looks like the defense are in a 3-3 nickel. That is, there's a draw play to Sanchez. Sanchez picks up 5 yards there on the play. Sanchez looked pretty good on that run. What you say?
Pretty good, but I mean, he's got to get into the open field. He's got to have his offensive line block for him a little bit better, and so he can get some better yardage.
All right, here's a 2-step drop here by Pepe. Pass is completed, but the receiver decided to run backwards. Losing a yard. Well, not losing a yard. We're only picking up a yard there on the play.
And you got to run north and south
Always north and south. You're absolutely correct there, Shane. 4th and 3 for Vancouver, and they're not going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to bring out the punt team.
What I expected them to do. They did not come out here and take that field advantage and, you know.
Fair catch there by Strike of the Carolina Skyhawks. Shout out to Ryan Moody, folks, with Game Breakdown. Check it out after the game. Ryan Moody, NFL running backs with scouting abilities and breaking down games here in the SFL.
It's like a nice tight end, double tight end set here. It's like a great run formation.
Hand off to Francis there. Picks up 5 on the carry. Frank Champion on the tackle.
Tonight with a fumble recovery and 2 tackles.
And Shan, I want to Shan, I want to apologize to you, Shan. For some reason, I keep calling you Shane. I don't know why I keep calling you Shane, but I would like to send out my apologies to you here on the air.
It's fine, man.
Here's another handoff. Here's Francis. He breaks the tackle, makes another man miss, and he picks up the first down for the Carolina Skyhawks. I would say, Shan, please charge it to my Texas 20.
Got you. Francis got over that. He's back out here on the field.
He is back out on the field. What a tough guy. And thanks for bringing that up, because I totally forgot that he left out of the game. And then when I saw his number, I continued to call it as if he never left. So he did hear me, or someone brought the news to him about playing injured, and he's back out on the field.
Just can do it, so can I.
Okay, and Carolina comes up in another tight formation. Here's an audible here by Bedex, calling out the old Omaha. Another pitch here to Francis. He finds a crease and he breaks the tackle, makes another miss, but he's hit right at the first down mark, and they give him the first down.
And I mean, he's doing I would say, you know, AJ Francis is doing a great job, but his line, his blocking guys, they're doing a great job. Look at number 81, you know, just created that big hole for him to run up through, and his line needs all the credit.
I totally agree with you, man. A major key, number 21, which is the cornerback, missed the tackle, but Josh Banner, the strong safety, was able to come up and make the tackle. And did another toss play, blown up in the backfield there. 92, Red Ross of the Vancouver Legion. Look at this here. He wraps him up, and 91 comes in and cleans it up, Shane.
I really don't think he needed any help, but 91 is like, I want a piece of it also.
Yeah, exactly. This dude has been running on us all day. Let me lay the wood on him. It's Vancouver in another tight formation. Man, they're loving this tight formation, aren't they? Another toss play. Major key on the tackle.
I think that, you know, I misread the defense there. You know, they shouldn't have ran to the outside or tossed to the outside like that. You know, you had too many guys on that one side, and number 21 there especially can come down and make that tackle.
Yeah, Major Key has been sticking his nose in the backfield, and as of late, here's a 3-step drop here by Betty. He spins and makes the defender miss, but the defender comes down with a sack in the backfield. That is number 69. Can't get a name on him. Jenkins, go ahead, Shane.
He did a great job by not giving up. Too many times you get back there and you kind of get tired a little bit, and you want to get to the quarterback, you just can't. But he was able to fight through and get that sack.
Yeah, Shane.
Great job.
How many times, Shane, have we seen defenders get close to the defender? I mean, an offensive player, quarterback that is, and they just give up on it. You're absolutely right. We've seen that multiple times. And that's over the years, that is, you know. but this guy was determined to come with that sack. He's trying to make the roster.
For a while. Vancouver can do here. Can they turn the table around and show this Carolina defense, you know, they have some pepper and
two-step drop there by Pepper. Throw across the middle, incomplete. Campbell on the deflection. What you think about the Vancouver Legion? They've been doing a lot of short drops, two-step drop, three-step drops, and going across the middle. Do you think they should go with the 5 or 7-step drop, Shane?
I think they should go with at least a 5, you know, or they have a great toss here, but they're not really establishing a run game per se. You know, they're down by 3. They want to pass the ball a little bit more and try to get back into this game, but they're doing it they're doing it the wrong way. They need to run the ball a little bit, show some, some different things up.
Now, would you say that they should run the ball up the middle because it's not working for them on the outside? Would you say?
Right now, the defense is in a 3-2 dime. They need to run the ball up the middle, and just make some leeway that way.
There's another two-step drop. Throw the lane duck. Incomplete.
In this, they're just wasting their downs, you know. They need to run the ball, bring that defense in closer, and then try those, over the middle plays or, the 5-yard out routes and things like that.
Yeah, totally agree with you. Giovanni Boat, that was strong safety number 31 there on the deflection, which pretty much brings up 4th and 10 for Vancouver. Great defensive play there by Carolina as they keep this Legion offense off in punting situation. Strike is determined to move the ball. When he gets the ball and he moves upfield, he's not going east and west.
And both of these teams, like I said before, Damon, both of these teams are very balanced teams on offense and defense. So it's basically who is going to show up for this game, you know. And Carolina right now is moving the ball really well in the run game, as they're probably going to do here as well, to keep that clock management going.
Francis, he's caught in the backfield. Looks like 99 champion, Frank Champion, that is.
Has been putting in work this afternoon for that Vancouver Legion.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's been around for quite some time, and Champion is first-class guy, man. Just very classy guy. Second tackle for loss for Champion, that is. He breaks into midfield. Comes up 3rd and 4 here for Carolina. What you say on that run, Shane?
I think it's crazy. You've got Mark Biddix is looking at the defense. You're in a 3-4 defense, which is a very strong run-stopping defense. And he's like, you know what? We're going to run it anyway. We got the best running back in this game, and we're going to prove it with this play.
Yeah. Almost an INT there by the Legion. 92 got his paws on it, but he was unable to come away with it.
Pass interference, if you ask me.
Wow. Great defensive play there by the Legion. Now they have Carolina in punting situation.
Did a great job by getting them, a 3 and out, and hopefully Vancouver can get this thing turned around. I know they're in Carolina's house, but you're going to have to step up, and it all starts with the captains on this team. Tom Pepper is one of the biggest captains, and he has to get this offense going.
Yeah, but I totally agree with you. Peppers has to step up as being the offensive captain for the offense there, man. You got to do something, be more precise in your reading, get the job done, because he's pretty much just dink and dak, just dink and dunk or whatever you call it, but he's not taking a chance to put inside the 8. And on here to Sanchez, and that's blown up in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. Christopher Collin has 2 tackles, 1 for loss on the play. I mean on the day, and he's been pretty active, wouldn't you say?
I would, and I just think that, you know, right now Sanchez is running a little slow, a little sluggish. He might have something wrong with him, maybe a hamstring aggravating him or something. But he's really running not efficient right now.
Wherever he is, needs to get over to the sideline and let the doctors get a look at him, because he's hurting his team right now. There's an INT for Carolina.
Beautifully read right here by number 91. I mean, pick up number 91, defensive end, might I add. You don't see very many of those, Damon.
Exactly. Larry Barnes, the same guy that picked up the sack earlier on the last possession, comes away with an INT here, Shane. That is bananas. From the defensive end spot, come away to drop back in zone. Did you see that?
Defensive ends out there that think you don't matter, watch that guy right there. You matter.
Exactly. 7-step drop by Bettick, strike across the middle. And they're giving him the INT. What? I would challenge this. This is not accurate. Did he catch it and he just threw it down, or what? He did catch it, but he's hit. You have to challenge that.
Just caught the ball. Come on. That is crazy.
And this is gonna uphold. This is gonna uphold, folks. They're not going to challenge the play.
Oh my gosh.
What is Vancouver thinking over there? Someone from the booth, someone from the SFL headquarters need to call in for a challenge on that play, because that, my folks, is not a catch. And this is something that has been going on for years. We've been trying to figure out what's the catch and what not to catch.
Well, Vancouver really has their ahead of them. I mean, they've got to start right now. They've got to do it now to turn this thing around. 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter, and they've got to put something on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they have to do something here, and I'm just lost of words from that last touchdown that was called. I just cannot believe that. And his return here by 88 for the Legion. He runs up to the 29-yard line as Vancouver comes out. Is it Boyardee? How do you pronounce that? Boyarde. Boyardee. Is that accurate?
Would have caught that ball and dropped it. Would it be in a fumble? That was quick there. I have no words for that.
It looked like the ball was knocked out. Here's Peppers with the draw play. Jonathan Sanchez up the middle, picks up 4 yards on the run. Probably one of his best runs besides the touchdown run he had earlier today.
37, credited with the tackle.
They're really low. He needs to pick those numbers up. They need to feed the ball more to Sanchez and get this run game going.
I totally agree with you, my friend. Sanchez only has 9 yards on the game, 12 attempts. Peppers is calling for an audible. Picks up 2 more yards. 3rd and 4 is Jonathan Sanchez and Legion.
Theoretically, Damon, if you just move the ball 3 or 4 yards each time, that's a first down, and that's great clock management.
You're absolutely right there, my friend. Absolutely right. That's pretty much all you need for Gary, but hey, the only thing you get what the defense is giving him, and they're not giving him much. It's blown up in the backfield for a yard loss. Number 21, Pierre Londula. I know I mispronounced that. Sorry, Pierre. PL is your name for now. I'm sorry. Hey, I tell you one thing, Shan, I am horrible with names, but I'm great with faces. I can remember people's faces very, very well.
Well, that's a good thing.
I can see old high school people, high school classmates I went to in the shopping mall. I know you, but I don't know your name.
I want to run it back.
Back to action
Time to say that tonight.
Back to the action here in Carolina. as they're up 17-7 over the Vancouver Legion, and we have FedEx here coming out to the line of scrimmage. Under center
Around
is
here, there's no need to pass the ball here, but who knows?
looks like there's a 7-step drop here by FedEx. Where was he going at? Or did the ball just drop?
That rather could have been a touchdown.
It could have been something, a completion. Bedix on the day has 7 passing attempts. I'm sorry, 16 passing attempts, 7 completions for 38 yards and 1 touchdown. 69.2 is his passer rating shot.
Throwing to the #1 receiver on the team with A.J. Francis.
I thought he was going to say the ghost man. Handoff there to Francis. Picking up only 1 yard on that play there. And here we are, 39. Bedix an empty backfield, 4 wide receiver set. 2-step drop, out route to the top of the field. Ball is caught by Jalen Miller as he picks up the first down for Carolina. And that's something that Carolina was doing in the first half, Shane. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're doing a great job by just moving the ball. I mean, they're doing what Vancouver needs to do. They're really capitalizing on every play, making every play a positive play, and they're just playing phenomenal football right now.
Which they have been doing all game long. They have been pretty much stealing the time possession here, as Bedix is calling another audible, another handoff. Look like a counter here. Francis. He picks up 3 yards on the carry.
I'm not sure what's going to happen, in Carolina's, first game in the regular season, but if they are playing football like this right here, they are going to be hard to stop. They're going to be hard to run on. I mean, they're doing a great job all the way around.
4 wide receivers set, 3 to the top of the field. There's a pitch out to Francis again. He smacked around and hit hard in the backfield by Mahmoud Ajalani, the free safety.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score is now 7.
But Vancouver don't do it now. There's no reason for them to down it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to turn around in the last 11 minutes here of the ball game. Still a lot of time on the clock. Only down by 10 points. Which is still a 2-possession game. And Carolina comes out of empty formation, 4 wide receivers. There's a strike across the middle, incomplete.
Major Key with the bat down.
Yeah, and Major Key has been playing outstanding for the Legion in the secondary, coming up and making tackles and a couple of deflections, making his name known here in the preseason. Sorry.
Yeah, I would have to say him and Ajalani is the major defense.
Yeah, they made a major contributor there in the secondary. I totally agree with you. Fair catch call on that punt. I guess he said the special team coach must have got on him last time by running sideways.
Vancouver, the ball is in Tom Pepper's hands here. He's got to make some things happen or over quickly.
Pepper comes out in a tight formation. 2 wide receivers right in the screen. Sanchez with the hands off. He breaks the tackle, but he's tackled by the host of Skyhawk.
Really wasn't a great run, if that makes sense to you. I mean, Sanchez didn't get a bunch of yards, but it showed that extra push that he was willing to give. And
right,
Tom Pepper's numbers here.
Right, I agree with you. It was positive yardage. Anytime you get positive yardage on a carry, picking up 3 yards is always phenomenal. Another pitch has not worked for Vancouver tonight, and he's taken down in the backfield for a 3-yard loss.
And Sanchez is kind of a big back, you know, probably 6'2", 6'3", something like that. And he just cannot make those turns, those sharp turns, work for him tonight.
Yeah, he's pretty much an up-the-middle type of guy. That's what we've seen from them last season, which was his rookie in Vancouver inaugural season. 7-step drop here by Peppers. Steps up in the middle of the pocket. Strike caught down the middle of the field by Jeremy Vega. First down.
Pass, great patience in the pocket, and he was able to, Tom Pepper was able to deliver that pass over to, by the way,
Jeremy Vega there on the reception. I love seeing a quarterback throw the ball on the run. That is just such, it looks like great art. It's just like great art, you know, seeing them running.
It's just,
yeah, there you go. Artistry. How about that? Yeah. There's an out route there by number 12, Brett Killian of Vancouver, and they're 2nd and 5.
this is where the Legion needs to be, and they need to be in these 2nd and 5s, these 4s, those type of situations where, you know, they have a little bit more relaxing yards to go.
Another handoff up the middle here to Sanchez. He drops the shoulder to pick up an extra yard. 3rd and 2. Great positive running there.
94, credited with the tackle. 3rd and 1.
Shane, are you there?
I guess my microphone must have cut out. My bad.
Another handoff here by Sanchez. Picks up the first down. Nothing but open space and opportunities. He run down the sideline. 1st and 10 at Carolina's 15-yard line. Vancouver inside the red zone.
Come on, to me, still, Sanchez is running a little sluggish to me. I think he would, you know, once he got out to the outside of the pocket here, or excuse me, the outside of the lane, you know, he would pick it up a little bit. He's just kind of nonchalantly, you know, going down the field. And if that had been anybody else, I think they would have turned it up a little bit and put them boosters on.
Yeah, maybe so. And also, if it was Sanchez in last season, he probably would have took that one to the house because he had some long runs last season as well. Tight formation. There's an offside there by the D-line. Peppers takes a chance to the end zone. Caught, and it was completed. Or did they call him out of bounds? Doesn't look like they gave it to him.
I think you have to have 1 foot in. We'll have to check the replay.
There's your encroachment call. But they did give him the touchdown. After the neutral infraction, Vancouver did exactly what you said they needed to do, Shan. Run the ball, get in great field position that is, and take a strike.
You know, and Tom Pepper did a great job getting that ball to the outside where only his receiver could catch it and come away with 6 points here.
Yeah, that was great time management and great play calling by Vancouver on that drive. I want to say that probably would be the best drive. 17-14 Carolina Skyhawks over the Legion here. 8:01 left in the game. Shan, this is pretty much turning out to be a close one here. You know, great defense, great offense every now and then or so. I want to say this is a well-played game by both teams.
Yeah, both teams is really showing up, especially on defense. And, you know, there were some mistakes made by the defense of Carolina just then with the offsides, but all game.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a big hit there. Turn. Wow.
It's heading to the other side of the wrong sidelines there.
That guy was like, I need to make this team. The preseason game is where these guys want to try to make the team come up with big hits. That was one right there. Here we have Carolina in a 3 wide receiver set. And a 7-step drop by Bedex. Throws to the out route. Picks up 6 yards there on the play, Shane.
Very smart.
Go ahead.
I would just elaborate on what you said. You know, it was a very smart move. He just tossed it to the outside, you know, where his receiver could catch it, and you know, just placing these balls where he needs to, and just moving the ball down the field. He's doing a great job with that.
Yeah, man, that was great. Great positioning of the ball there to the outside. And the receiver was able to turn over. Francis picked up the first down of his own. Great running here by this young man. He's already over 118 yards. He's just been playing phenomenal.
He has, and he's just been finding holes and staying patient. And just look at those great blocks. I mean, that's his key to success tonight. If you had to give anybody the MVP for tonight, it has to be the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at his stats, the offensive line has been just making big holes for him. And his stats has come out to 28 attempts and 126 yards and 4.5 a carry. And here's a strike across the middle with Bedex. 281. I mean, this is
the tight end.
Yeah, the tight end, Sam Scott. But that is, I mean, that was a nice strike. No defender around. Vancouver got caught in a cover 3 is what it looked like. And that tight end was able to get right there in that crease, right above that robber, and make a cut into the middle of the field.
Behind those linebackers.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Carolina hit another tight formation. 2-step drop, that is. Swing pass to the fullback. Picks up 3 yards in the play, Shane.
Carolina is using those big, those big formation plays there and drawing that defense down so you can do plays like that. You know, just a short pass, but it's so efficient because their defense is kind of off centered here.
There's a shift here by the defense, and Bedex doesn't like what he sees, and he's calling for an audible. Hand off to his running back, Francis. He makes a man miss, and he's plowed by Marquez Reed, and Francis is down. He hops back up. I thought he was down.
Just a little slow. Kind of had those Skyhawks nervous a little bit because, you know, when your running back goes down or he gets hurt, you know, it makes for a long day.
You're absolutely right. It does. And they love this 3 wide receiver set. They've been man that. Here's another handoff to Francis. Makes a man miss with the juke, and he's hit by Key.
You know, some success with that 3 receiver bunch. You know, it spreads that defense out, allows the running back to run up the middle, or allows the running back to get to the outside with some great blocks. So, you know,
you're absolutely right.
4th and 1.
We're right at 75 viewers as well here on the SFL Network on YouTube. Doing great with the ratings. 4th and 1, and Carolina is out going for it here, Shan. Defense showing blitz, but now they're backing out of it. And Bedex could not get the defense to jump, and they stayed patient and true to their assignments and not jumping off sides for an encroachment. And here's James Cline tearing into the butter. I mean, he's just going after this guy.
Well, hey, I mean, I think with the running success they've had, you know, I think he said, why don't you call a timeout? Just run the ball.
Exactly.
They were shifting and everything else. So
here we have Carolina trying to go up 6 points here with the field goal. Kick is up. And it's good. 43-yard field goal attempt is completed by the kicker.
Don't get it twisted. Those kicks don't come easy.
They don't come easy. And kickers do matter. We would know about that, right, Shane? But I didn't think
Yes, we would. I was trying to throw a little shade over there close to you, but you were trying to throw it back. I see how you are.
Hey, man, I know how to catch it. Send it where it came from. 20-14, Carolina Skyhawks over the Vancouver Legion as the kick is on the way. Kick is returned from the 10-yard line, and it's blown up at the 25. As Boyer does there, as he takes the reception and receives the hit. These all-white uniforms here by the Legion are pretty sweet, man. Solid white hat, white face mask, white socks to the kneecaps.
I gotta say the Skyhawks look pretty fresh too.
They do look fresh, man. That red, white, and blue, royal blue is one of my favorite colors on the phone. Sanchez, he picks up 5. I've always liked the Carolina Skyhawks helmet. For some reason, that blue stripe down the middle of their helmet, the way how the light hits it and the shiny reflection of it, it just brings a smile to my face. I don't know why, but it does. Peppers here, 3 wide receiver set, 5-step drop this time. Has a man open.
Wow, great catch there.
Great catch there. Phenomenal reception there by Vega. And he had a man on his backside, Shaq.
And Jeremy Vega makes a great catch right here, but it's even more phenomenal that number 31 was right there on his back, and he was still able to make the catch and bring the ball down, and just a really great play by Mr. Vega.
Yeah, 31, Giovanni Boatman. There's another 5-step drop here by Peppers. Keeps it in the air. Another catch by Vega.
You know, what do you think? You know, you were asking me, you know, what do I think that, you know, the Vancouver Legion, what should they do? Should they go to 5-step drop back or 7-step drop back? And I believe I said 5, but I'm not sure. But, you know, that seems to be working for them right now. And as far as I can tell, they just need to keep going.
You're absolutely right, Shane. You did state 5-step drop. There's a first down there by Sanchez. You did state 5-step drop, and I would like to add to that. I believe the 5-step drop has been working for them because when they went to 7-step drop, they've been getting hit in the backfield for sacks. Also, Jeremy Vega, yeah, each time. And also, Jeremy Vega, 5 catches for 63 yards thus far. There's your 7. Takes up pressure. He's going to the end zone. Overthrown his receiver, who had a step on his man.
I think you heard that pressure by number 75 right there.
Yeah, I think so too. And he just said, "I'm just going to launch this thing." And as we just stated, on the 7-step drops, he has been getting pressure because those defensive ends are getting outside of those offensive tackles.
Run play here, but they're going to pass.
3 wide receivers to the top. There's a blitz here by Carolina, and Vancouver picks it up. Pass to Vega. He runs backwards, and he loses a yard in the play sheet.
That's the worst play that Vega has made all game. Just running, you know, he was running a great route here, but felt the pressure come behind him and then chose to go forward trying to make something happen and was unable to do so, and they lost a yard.
Lost a yard in the same formation they come out in. Single back to the left of the diagram. He steps up and he's hit, and ball comes loose, but it's incomplete pass. It's if the arm was moving forward.
Defense, man, just getting to him.
Yeah, this defensive line that is Carolina is bringing the rain tonight, and actually I'm seeing something that I don't recall seeing much of from Carolina, and that's a lot of zone blitz.
I mean, like I said a while ago, you know, they were in a formation to where it would have been a great job if they would have ran the ball, but chose to pass the ball, and they were sending people down for blitzes, and it was just it was just balled up.
Yeah, look at this here. Punt is recovered down in the inside of the 5-yard line. Carolina will start at their very own 4, and look, the big fella getting down there.
At least he kept his poise and didn't go into the end zone.
Why when I saw that, I thought of Liam. Oh, man. You remember the snow game? Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen this before. There's one defensive lineman and 4 or 5 linebackers.
Craziness. That man still finds a way to get through and make positive yards. He's just absolute on fire right now.
Man, 142 yards rushing on 31 attempts, 4.5 yards per carry.
English numbers right there from back in the day.
Another tight formation here. Oh, we come down to the 2-minute warning, folks. We are here in the booth at David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium. Here, Carolina Skyhawks versus the Legion as Carolina's up 20-14. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Shan, this has been a great one, man. I mean, we've seen great defense, great offense by both teams.
I would have to say great coaching because you know these guys make audibles and do things like that, but coaching is one of the most important things about this game. And if you don't have good coaching, you don't get to see good plays like we just saw.
Right, exactly. I mean, there's a handoff there to Francis. He picks up 1 yard. He's smacked right at the line of scrimmage, and he had to fight for that extra yard. Don't sleep on the Vancouver defense either. These guys have been coming in and they've been bringing the hat and laying the wood as well. And Francis has just been playing outstanding and running the ball, receiving blocks.
Absolutely. And then Vidic is playing smart football as well. I mean, he's keeping the ball on the ground, not making too much. He doesn't want to make a mistake. You know, he wants to keep the ball on the ground, run the clock out. They already have the lead, so he's playing very smart football right now.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'll tell you one thing: I'm starting to become a fan of this Marquez Reed, inside linebacker 55 for Vancouver. Man, he has been slipping out the run any chance he gets. Chan, here's a punt, but we have 1 minute and 52 seconds left in this game, which is a lot of time. Vancouver is only down by 6 points.
And they have great field position. I mean, on their side, or excuse me, Carolina side of the 50. So they have plenty of time, and Tom Pepper has the arm. He has the weapons on the outside with Killian and some of his other receivers, you know. So I mean, he has plenty of time, and he can make this happen. He just needs to stay poised in the pocket and get it to his receivers.
I totally agree with you. Here we have Carolina in 3-2 dime. It doesn't outpass Eddie Stevens alongside the sideline, but he should have got out of bounds.
He should have, but you know, there's still plenty of time.
Another 2-step drop, going across the middle. That was dangerous, Shane.
Number 25 here. Used because, you know, some of these numbers, you know, they look like when I played for Carolina, and I want to say 25 Blake Hamrick, but you know, he's with Chicago now, and so I get confused sometimes. I got to make sure I look at these rosters and get these guys' names correct because I don't want anybody mad at me.
Exactly. Another 4 wide receiver set here for Vancouver. Single back with Jonathan Sanchez. A 2-step drop this time. He has a man open. There it is. Baker there in the middle of the field. Vancouver still has 1 timeout left. Oh, what a catch.
Oh, man.
What a throw by Peppers. Through traffic.
You got Elijah Bishop there.
Bishop was a go-getter. Yes, he was. There's another 5-step drop here by Peppers. Going deep to the end zone. Tip ball, that is incomplete. There's a little jaw talking there. What'd you think of Peppers taking a chance there towards the end zone? 51 seconds left.
I think that was a good shot. You know, it stops the clock, and it doesn't really hurt anything. I mean, they're in 3rd down and 1, but they could probably, you know, complete this and have a new set of downs. And
totally agree with you. sack on the
man.
play. Sack on the play.
That's not what Vancouver wanted there.
Totally agree with you, man. That is not what they wanted. That is not
What did you say?
I was going to ask, was that Chris Collins on the sack? I couldn't see who was on the sack. Two-step drop. Vancouver going for it. Incomplete pass. That's your ball game.
You know, they've got 45 seconds. I think if you know, Vancouver maybe uses one timeout, I think they have, and back with 1 second, but it's going to be really far down the field. So
Yeah.
you might be right.
Yeah, that could be the ball game. I was excited that Vancouver went for it. For the first down. I mean, he had great possession. The defender just played outstanding defense. He did not let the defender, the offensive player get into much open space and was able to make a play on it.
Well, you know, Mark Biddix, you know, he's played a great game. Sanchez has played a great game. These guys deserve, you know, congratulations to the Skyhawks, and the season starts.
Carolina takes a kneel.
That's the end of the game.
And that's the ball game, people. Carolina Skyhawks comes away with this preseason victory, 20-14 over the Vancouver Legion.